To do, but they could if they wanted to.
I think the problem is not just necessarily not necessarily a.
Has done a tremendous, job of doing so. Drop step, trying to find the ladder. Oh, has he done that? A man not known for mechanics has evaded one of the world's best. Nico gets absolutely destroyed.
That's unbelievable. How has he negated the AK-47 spray there? Zeus, he gets the armor. The only player that invested anything into this round. On the ladder, Nico, the whiff. Great movement, fancy footwork from Zeus, and it's enough to pick up the round. It seemed like that was done. It was going to be 3-3 for sure. Oh, that's going to rattle Nico. Oh, wow. That is something. That is...
It's a huge spray to miss. I mean, the ladders are very misleading because
tremendous work, and I feel like they keep this pace, they can run away with this half. But Mousesport's still plenty of cash, and Olaf Meister giving us a bit of fun there. He knows what he's doing.
Oh,
he knows what he's doing. Knows exactly where Robs is. He's doing that for the camera, I assure you.
Absolutely. Well, he's just lifting his mouse.
Yeah.
So Chris,
instead of overpass, I guess that's, you know, if what you ban, the other thing is going to get picked. So they probably prepared specifically for overpass coming into this one. They get to start on the CT side. We see the train veto for SK Gaming. Probably.
Crowd loves the
he's committed suicide.
Sonny.
What? He jumped off and cratered.
Of all times to do this.
No.
Not what you want to do with Guardian. Jumps off.
He jumps. Oh, he hit the roof.
He missed.
No, that's such a blunder. What's he done that for? You don't need to jump. You can just walk off and get towards the heart. I think he assumed it was done. What was he doing?
Probably config.
Me, of course.
What the hell? The most handsome CSGO player is probably my teammate Device.
Device. I'll go with Device. He looks good.
He's a good-looking guy.
I think I would answer the right question and say Doja. I think that's what everyone is saying because he is the X-Guard.
You see the effect almost immediately on the face of the French players here. They weren't ready for that. Kenny, I mean, he has no way to know if he's going to be left or right by that shot.
He did a 360 as well, Anders. You know what that means?
There's going to be lots of emotes in the chat.
It was a dream, it was a fantasy, James, but now they're here on the stage in Boston, ready to make it a reality.
Yeah, I am really excited for this one. Yeah, baby. If you don't know how to pronounce that, that is Boomic. A lot of these names are confusing, but stick with us and we will educate you on all of the names. 4 plays surviving for SK. Fallen still on the sniper rifle. Very important stuff. Oh! That is absolutely disgusting.
All right, Fallen's here.
Right into this AK. Does he want to do the shoulder peek? He swings out wide. He gets baited into it. I think he saw Body with the pistol. Wasn't ready for shocks. And even Skadoodle with that AWP is forced back, but he has legged Apex, so some damage has been done, and there's the nade cleanup from Rush.
Oh, they're very close right now. That smoke is timely. Make sure they don't easily get shut down. NBK is gone, and Skadoodle is just... He's really feeling it right now.
Which was one of the key points made. Oh, running through the smoke! A little bit of luck on his side. And Skadoodle is helping Cloud9 shut down G2.
But it's all been about Flamey here on this stage. Quantum Bellator Fire have a lot of work to do to get back into this one.
Plan to push through that smoke, but there is time for SK to slow things down.
Ooh, is Fallen actually pushing towards A at the moment? This is so smart. Rotation coming in for... Oh! Fallen! What on earth was that?
Wasn't so easy after all.
It's so interesting as well, the fact that Nico used to be part of this Mousesports team up until 2017 in February, and now playing in FaZe Clan. Definitely the more favored team here at Mousesports. What they've done with this lineup has been amazing. The trajectory they're on, going from event to event, making
P though.
Yeah, how has he survived that one? Takes a season into the face, and it gets him! He burns alive! Carrigan finds the 4th frag, and it will be Sticker, and Rob's now up against him.
Reliant, then map reliant, right? When they play SK, even on their best maps, they can still lose because SK just has the edge against them at the moment, right? So I think they definitely have a very strong...
Cloud9, I know we're going to blow the roof off. Make sure you join us.
Any cheeky attempts? These grenades always good. Triple grenades. They're looking for Fallen. They want to take him out. Oh, that's a nasty shot on Golden. And you're not going to trade that one anytime soon. That's why they're throwing 3 grenades, and it's still not enough.
Of the other 2 maps, and the willingness for both teams to just dive all in and just spend as much money as possible to keep the pressure up. As you say, oh, AKs will be in, as well as the flick shots from Phelps.
Fallen is alone on the site, and surely he will be hurt if he's running, but he's still walking. Fallen's alive, and he has to bank on Fallen staying alive. The CT spending time trying to find where these players are, and here comes Taco from the back, up the stairs. There goes Fallen, running distraction now. Surely Fnatic can't do this one. Taco playing the long game, just waiting for the clock to run down. And here he is, but he doesn't get a frag! It's an absolute disaster for SK! Fnatic steal another round!
It's a hand warmer to the crowd, I think it was. But that was quite good to see.
I want that. It's like all sweaty and gross from him. Like,
no, it's good. Sell that.
All right, fair enough.
Hold on to it.
Yeah, the things people sell on the internet these days, I'm sure that would be definitely applicable.
All right, Matthew, we are just resolving the final few issues here, but we're going to take a very quick break, and we'll come back with this amazing matchup. FaceTime will be Mouse Sports will be up next.
Well, at that time, I was trying to get it out before they busted it up. 3 players on that A ramp as well from G2, and it almost saved them. They made the right call. They just had to get aggressive. Body pushes forward.
And Flamey mostly very dominant performance, shutting down the newcomers, Quantum Bellator Fire in map 1.
Once you start seeing, you know, I mean, now it's Cloud9 who's in that dangerous economic situation on the CT side where things are more expensive. If they get reset early on, that's almost the nightmare scenario. So we'll see what they have in store for the pistol round. Oh.
What a brave man.
His friend looks scared just sitting next to him.
Are we sure it is his friend? You want to implicate him, you know, right away, Moses? You gotta be careful. Yes.
Excuse me. Wouldn't have expected it at all, excuse me, because that was bought up. He went down last round, so. Catches them all.
That's happening very recent, right? The tournaments and the millions of dollars and so forth. I think everyone's been through the same story, right? You're spending too much time in front of the computer and all of that, especially because when we were playing, at least it was like that for us. You know, there was no dream of being a professional esports player. You just love to compete at small lands. Maybe you get a bit of pocket money or anything like that. So it was difficult. It's difficult for parents to see the future in it, right? To say, like, this is something that you can actually make a living out of, and you're maybe missing school a little bit, skipping some classes, your grades are down, and so forth. But as soon as you really prove that there is something to be made out of it, that's when you get the support from everyone, right? So I think it's something that has evolved with the scene. Everyone's had to go through it in one way or another, but
and that was then construction was controlled by the CTs, and it gave a lot more space to them, where otherwise he may have been able to actually push into a different position. Could have changed everything.
Did I just see a self-bump? I respect that. It ended up for Gambit on that overpass. So he does not want to make the same mistakes twice.
It's just so amazing as well to see just from every single player on the server that they're all capable on a stage like this to just create plays from positions where they just have very little.
JW is on the internet somewhere. Whoever he is, he's not in the game right now. So you may have a short delay. 2-4 is the score in favor.
Fnatic had so many different opportunities, and it could have been that they would have lost 2 or 3 players towards the B apps, or that the players towards A, you know, there would have been a position.
I did Rob spot? I don't think he did. No, he's looking left. I thought they were going to look to the right. This is so good. Bye-bye. And one. Rob's turns, jumps, however. That gives him no chance, and we've got 2 rounds left for FaZe.
Pretty much. Olofmeister left in a very tricky 2 versus 1. HP wasn't such a big deal there, considering Oscar had the AWP, but overall, it will be 3 rounds in a row. Nico just shaking his head, not too impressed with his teammates' contribution.
More conservative buy from the perspective of that. They're going to have a FAMAS, a UMP. Doesn't really look too bad, as long as they play good positions for those guns. They're going to be looking for close range engagements.
Through the tree.
That's some good early round damage from Fnatic onto SK as Fallen tries to take position here towards long.
He's gone down early with the AWP. You can see it. Ooh, how does that not hit?
I have no idea, but that one does. Guardian.
That's most looking, I have no idea. He didn't quite spot Chris, but he certainly heard him.
No!
Oh, that's a massive whiff. Guardian at least compensates, makes up for it, and finds his second. But that could have been done far more cleanly, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Edward got whiplash at the end of that round. And there's G2. Team Headshots, bonjour.
Bonjour. Ça va?
Watching the proceedings, waiting for their own match. So we'll see some nasty stuff from that team a bit later on.